So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again, this time with an upload, baby. If you are watching this now, i.e. when you get to the end of the video, that you've ended it and you've watched it before 8 p.m. UK time, I will be live on Lee Reacts for a watch along at Lecce versus Barcelona at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. El Sapo Tears, we will be there. Javi en la basura. Betty a la mierda. Io di mutanto. Smash the like button. Make sure you sub to Lee Reacts as well. Closing in on 25.5K over there. Watch along central. I will have a few watch alongs for the international break, but I'm actually looking forward to just doing some uploads on there, if I'm honest. But the show goes on over here, standard shows, and I will be incorporating some more uploads as well. Obviously, it's nice to mix and match, especially with this 2 weeks down period as well. So, yeah, we've had a wonderful weekend of football so far. How Man United stunk their way through that game is crazy, but it is what it is. Listen, we're not in it. Liverpool knocked us out. Liverpool got knocked out by Man United. That's football, guys. That is football. But listen, make sure you pump the likes up. Get your comments and super chats in down below. Make sure you share the content around. And listen, road to 100K is on. Very much so. We're over 95.5 as well. So big up to all of you lot. Javi Hernandez is on my screen as we speak. El Sapo, the toad. I want to see you cry later. Anyway, let's talk about the Champions League, because since the draws have been done for the quarterfinal and the semi-final, the sheer arrogance, of our fans. Not all of them, some of our fans. I should rephrase that, really, shouldn't I? The sheer arrogance of some of our fans, and I find it staggering, baffling. Like, where does this arrogance and cockiness come from? Listen, yes, we're top of the league. Fantastic. Liverpool are drawing with us on points, and obviously Man City are just behind. We've still got to play Man City. We've still got to play Tottenham away, City away, obviously, Manchester United away. Still got to play Brighton away, which, listen, as much as I don't rate the hipster down there, yeah, let's just be real with it. Let's just be real with it. When you're going for a title, as we found out last season, it ain't easy, guys. And that Brighton away game is 3 days before we play Bayern Munich at home. We have Man City in, 2 weeks? And then we have Luton Town 4 days later. Then we have Brighton 3 days later. In fact, that's actually 3 days later. 4 days after. Yeah, 4 days. So City, 4 days later, Luton. 3 days later, we have Brighton. And then 3 days later, we have Bayern Munich. 4 days later, we then have Aston Villa. And then 4 days after that, we have Bayern away. So in the space of 2 weeks, guys, 2 weeks, 14 days in April, we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, including Bayern Munich twice. So listen, this is make or break this month coming up. April is going to be deciding whether we are the real deal or whether we're not the real deal. And this is why, people get on my case. I understand it. Maybe it's not so much always what I say, it's how I say it, because I'm just blunt, rude and brash with it. I don't care. At the end of the day, I've seen this club go so close to winning stuff before and then capitulating. We see it last season. 93% champions capitulated, threw all of the cups in the bin. This year, well done to Mikel and the squad. We're in the final 8. However, that couldn't have got any worse. Real talk, that could not have got any worse. Bayern Munich have battered us 3 times on the spin in the Champions League. And yes, it's a different Bayern Munich, etc., etc. There's talk of Harry Kane being out injured. He went off twisted ankle. However, he is joining up with the England squad. Obviously, it's not as bad as we think then, is it? Or is he just going for moral support? We all know Harry Kane's going to play against Arsenal. We all know Harry Kane's going to score against Arsenal. We just know this. The fact they've got no fans for the first game is a bit of an advantage. But at the same time, having the away game second is a disadvantage, in my opinion. Having that game at home at the Emirates first, this is what I'm saying. It couldn't have got any worse. We've got Bayern Munich who have battered us 3 times on the spin, football heritage and all of that. Yes, we're better. Yes, they're not the team they were, but they're still a bloody good team. They've still got Musiala. They've still got Thomas Muller. They've still got Harry Kane. They've still got Serge Gnabry. They've still got Kingsley Coman. Still got Kimmich, Goretzka. People are laughing now. They got Eric Dyer at centre back. Yeah, let's not forget they got Kim Min Jae. Our fans and Man United fans wanted him, by the way. Bayern fans ain't rating him. They've still got De Ligt, and I don't rate him. Haven't really rated him since he left Ajax. Juve fell off a cliff, and he's fallen off a cliff even more at Bayern, in my opinion. But again, another player that a lot of our fans wanted when he was leaving Juventus. So listen, let's not underplay this Bayern Munich team. They have got some bloody good players. So have we, by the way. So have we. Martinelli, not sure how long he's out injured for. Same with Timber. There's been a lot of talk about Timber this, Timber that, blah, blah, blah. For me personally, I don't know what you guys think. Leave it in the comment section. Me personally, I wouldn't play Timber at all this season. Unless we had a defensive crisis and we're squeezing through games and then we had to play him. Because for me, I'll just use this period to play him in the under-21s, get his fitness levels up a little bit, let him have his little summer break, but he's obviously going to be working on training and stuff like that. Join up for the pre-season in America and then give him the shot next season. Because I don't want him to have a setback on that. And we've seen with Gabby Jesus, it's not easy to come back and stay fit. So me personally, I wouldn't be risking him. But the absolute disrespect I've seen for Bayern Munich is mad. Yeah, and people are holding Bayern Munich to a higher standard than their own club. They're not going to win the league for 12 times in a row. Okay, we ain't won it for the last 20. Oh, but it's a farmers' league. Really? Well, let me tell you this then. Before Pep Guardiola went there, no team had ever done more than 4 in a row. In fact, I don't think a team had done 4 in a row. And then since he's gone there, obviously he completed the 4 in a row. Well, he did 3 of them. Left, and now they've won 11. Now they're not going to win the league. And people who say the quality is worse in Germany, I agree. However, you still got to win the league. And to have that mindset every year, to go and keep retaining it, keep retaining it, keep retaining it, making history. That'll never be done again, by the way. No team will ever win that many leagues in a row in Bundesliga. So that is history right there. Not only that, a lot of their team have won the Champions League. They've been to finals recently. They beat PSG in the final a few years back. What, 3-4 years ago? So to get them at home first, that's hard work. That is hard work. And if we don't win that first leg, I think we're doomed. Yeah, if we do win that first leg, I think we can stink our way through in the second leg. But then bring on Real Madrid or Man City. And again, it couldn't have got any worse because the home leg is first. So if we do get past Bayern Munich, we now have to hope we get past Real Madrid or Man City. Then we get to the final at Wembley. And we're likely, although I'm only guessing here. I don't know what, again, you guys think. Leave it in the comments. I don't see PSG getting there. I do think they'll beat Barcelona. And I think Atleti will beat Dortmund. So then it'll be PSG versus Atleti. And if anyone's going to stink their way into a final, it's the geezer on my screen right now, Don Simeone. What a manager. But he hasn't won anything for nearly 3 years. And Mikel's not won anything for nearly 4. What's your point? But the absolute disrespect for the opponents in this competition is crazy. You know, considering we've been to 1 final, 1 and 1 semi-final, other than that, in which we lost both. We got to the final and lost to, obviously, Barcelona in 2006. And we got to a semi-final against Man United and got absolutely pammed. Rooney, Tevez, Ronaldo, all of that one. Funny enough, with a younger squad than we've got now and a younger squad we had last season. Yeah, just saying, there was none of this young squad rubbish back then. But Mikel Arteta needs to show us that he's levelled up. The squad needs to show us they've levelled up. Because even a poor Bayern Munich team can turn up. This is the only thing they've got left to win. They ain't winning the cups. They ain't winning the league. Let's just be real with it. As I'm recording this at nearly 8:45 at night, my time, Leverkusen have won again today, 3-2. They're still unbeaten. So they only need a few more wins and they're champions, guys. Yeah, that's done. They've obviously got West Ham in the cup. So they could potentially go on and win that as well. And yeah, just back to the Champions League. I don't see where the cockiness and arrogance comes from. I don't get it. I genuinely do not understand it. We have not won in Europe for 30 years, guys. George Graham. Even with our best teams, yes, people would dub them the greatest team, the Invincibles. We didn't win it. Didn't win in 2002. Didn't win in 98. Just saying. Just saying, guys. Even with the two teams before that were title winning teams, 89 and 91. Didn't win in Europe, guys. Obviously, we won in Europe against Parma a few years later, and just before Wenger rocked up, a couple of years before Wenger rocked up. But we're no good in Europe. So I don't get where the cockiness and arrogance comes from. Just enjoy it. Don't get carried away. And if we beat Bayern Munich, then we can all sit there and go, right, we've beaten a poor Bayern Munich, but still a very good Bayern Munich. It's poor in terms of their standards of their league and them not winning the league. But they're still a bloody good team. Yeah. If we go and get knocked out to this team, all these people that have been running their gums about they're rubbish, they're no good, oh, they're finished, you're going to look extremely stupid. And if we get battered by Bayern Munich again, then you're going to look even more stupid. So why don't you just zip it, shrimpy, and just chill out? We're in the draw. We're there. Can possibly happen. The finals at Wembley, that's an incentive in itself, because if we get to Wembley, I would fancy my chances against anyone. It's Wembley. We've beaten Man City at Wembley with pre-season, the Community Shield. We've beaten Man City at Wembley when we won the Cup. The last two Cups we've won, in fact, 17 and 20. So we have beaten them. We've beaten Chelsea at Wembley. We can win at Wembley quite consistently. Maybe we should move to Wembley. Get rid of the Emirates and move to Wembley. But just chill out. Not only that, we've then got to juggle the Premier League as well. And like I said, the games we've got sandwiched in and around them are not easy games. They're really not. And I just don't understand why our fans get so giddy at times. Listen, everyone can enjoy it. Everyone can get excited. Cool. But it's just the arrogance when this team ain't won anything for 4 years. When we ain't won a league for 20, in Europe for 30. If we get past Bayern Munich, we will play the North London derby just before the first leg. It's 3 or 4 days. It depends. Depends what day we play on, whether it be the Tuesday or the Wednesday. It'd be 3 or 4 days after that North London derby. Then it'd probably be 3 days after that, actually, unless they move the Bournemouth game back a day, because then we've got Bournemouth. Then we'll have the next leg of the semi-final. Then we play Man United a few days later. So again, 27th, 1st, 4th, 7th, 11th. All of a sudden, we'll have another 5 games in literally like 12 days or something stupid. And 2 of them are being Champions League semi if we get through. So Man United and Tottenham, them games are pivotal. If we are going to go and win the title. But we've also got to try and juggle getting past Bayern and then getting through that semi-final if we can get there, whilst manoeuvring through these games as well. And it could go from 100 to 0 real quick for us. Or it could stay at 100 and now all of a sudden, bang, title's almost done, lads. A couple more wins and we're done it. Yeah, now we're in the Champions League final, guys. Yeah, that is how fine the margins are. And this is why I don't get carried away when we win. Yeah, because this fan base never learned. They always end up with egg on their faces. Yeah. Celebrate. Cool. Yeah. Feel confident we can beat Bayern. I think we'll beat Bayern. But if we don't win that first leg, I think we're out. And that is the difference. I'll sit here and say it like that. But this fan's, oh, they're rubbish. Only 3 of their players getting this combined 11. And everyone gets so giddy. You can tell these people have never seen us win anything. Just slow down. Calmer. Just chill. Got 2 weeks off. Enjoy it. Do what you got to do, and we'll be back for the Man City game. And again, another big game, because if we don't win that, guys, then all of a sudden that's a big dent in our title hopes. So as much as we can all laugh at Man City for dropping points here and there, and blah, 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 yeah, Man City are in the semi-final of the FA Cup. They're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and they're 1 point behind the top. They're on for another treble. Just calm down, innit? But anyway, just wanted to get that out there, let you guys see my thoughts on it. We'll have a blessed evening. Make sure you smash the likes up. Don't forget Lee Reacts as well. Go and check that out. Like I said, if you've got to the end of the video and you've done it before or around 8 p.m. UK time, roughly, they'll probably be out by then yeah, I will be live on Lee Reacts until, 10 o'clock UK time. So go and check that watch along out. Barcelona away to Atleti. Simeone's record against this lot is not very good. Despite winning the league there, his first title for Atleti. Doing a double that season, winning the Copa del Rey at Real Madrid's ground, funny enough. But he's washed. He's a washed manager, guys. He's in the quarterfinals on the easiest side. But anyway, we're out of here. All have a blessed evening. Ciao. Leave your comments down below. Smash the like, sub. Laters. Adios. Io de mutanto. Ciao.